so if you could do it all over again, what would you do differently?
Like, do I have regrets?
The big question.
I like to say I live with no regret.
It's not anyone's place to lecture anyone on sort of like, here are the rules, here's the roadmap, here's what you should do, don't do this. But for me, what I've learned in terms of making mistakes, I moved around too much. I was like a rolling stone that gathered no moss. I sort of left places prematurely. And in doing so, I lost out on opportunities. And what opportunities I lost out on were big and substantial. And when I look back in the rearview mirror, I was like, shit, I should have stuck around a little longer. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Be patient. If you find something, an acting job or anything that's even remotely in the orbit of what you're supposed to be doing, stay there for as long as you can until it's absolutely time to leave.
If I could do it again, what would I do differently? I don't really like that question because I feel like you sort of have to accept where you are and what you're doing. But if I could, I would have done more theater work. I wish I had done more theater. I did some in high school and some in college. I grew up just loving movies and film and TV so much that I was always so laser focused on that. When I moved to LA, you can do more and get away with more in theater in terms of performance than you can in TV and film now, where you have to kind of more live in the restraints of like your age and how you look and all that stuff. You have to a little bit more play yourself in TV and film, and in theater you can explore that more, and I think that's good. Exploring is good and opens up new doors and opportunities for what you could do and are capable of. So I would do more theater, and in fact this year I'm doing that, pursuing that more and working on that, and so it's never too late. I hope it's never too late, kids. Hopefully.
If I could do it again, I would have just gotten my shit together quicker. I would have been more up on my headshot, my resume, and I would have been really pushing to get all my bases covered in all of my agencies. So yeah, that's what I would have done differently.
If I could do it all over again, I would have moved to Hollywood in the first place. I moved to Miami when I was 18 and started out my modeling career like super professionally instead of doing JCPenney catalogs. And then I moved to New York when I think I was 24. And I really took modeling further and further and further when I really should have just gone to Hollywood. I'm genuinely happy because I am thriving here versus the other places that didn't fit me so well.
The majority of the jobs I've gotten have been from friends of mine and connections I've made. And I spent quite a period of time not worrying about the connections and just worrying about do the work and everything else will show up. I think you absolutely have to do the work, but you also have to make the connections and get out there and be friends with everyone and collaborate with everyone. And I think that's one area I would have upped had I known.
I would take more workshops. Now you have to be kind of careful because some workshops are better than others. Some are just out to get your money, unfortunately. But a lot are great for building relationships, meeting casting people. As a voice actor, I want to get in front of the people hiring for cartoons or video games. So, if there's a Cartoon Network workshop, I want to take that. I want to meet that person. I want to audition for them, show them what I've got, show them that I'm a nice, easygoing guy, and, build a relationship, because that helps you stand out. And in this business, with thousands of people trying to do the same thing you want to do, you got to try to stand out. So I would have done those earlier in my career and done them steadily.
I asked my wife the same question because that's how we met. We met in an acting class. Long story short, I was in a playwriting class. She got cast as the woman in my play, and we fell in love. And so I don't think that I would do anything different. Our impulsive reaction to that question was like, man, I would have started earlier. I would have started sooner. But that implies that you're not happy with where you are now or who you are now. Because if I started sooner, I may have never met my wife. I may have never just taken all the classes that I've taken, had all the experiences that I've had up until now, and I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with where I am. I've got a ways to go and I've got a lot of things to learn, but no, I wouldn't change it.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helps. But remember that every actor's journey is different. So what works for some people may not work for you, and that's totally okay. and I wish you the best of luck with your acting journey. So I'm a little busy and I may not be able to get this out as quickly as possible, but in my next video, I want to cover how it is I got my voiceover agent and my commercial and theatrical agent. So please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and yeah, I'll get that out as soon as I can. Thanks again, and best of luck. Cheers. Or should I say break a leg? Break a leg. Yeah. Bye.